Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy and today we're doing another brew review. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. You just might like it. All my returning viewers, you must like it. So let's get it done, shall we? So today's brew review is going to be of the Southern Star Bombshell Blonde American Blonde Ale from the Southern Star Brewing Company. Yeah, I know, I bungled it, but who cares? Moving on. Brewed and canned in Southern Star Brewing, Conroe, Texas. Alcohol is 5.4% by volume. There's your website. Like beer for people. Okay, yeah, okay. We don't need any of that other stuff, so we'll just move on. Let's go ahead and get it cracked, shall we? Shall we? There we go. So if you're new to the channel, here Mr. Randy does his brew reviews. It's basically a one and done. I buy singles if I can possibly help it. I'm kind of hovering over the camera and don't want to speak too much harshly or loudly into the microphone. I'm whispering in your ear. What a day. What a day. What a day. So we started out earlier with that horrible Texas Ranger. Followed it up with something better, Fighting Cock. And I saved the brew reviews. I saved my brew reviews for later in the evening or at the end of the day because I have to take care sorry, I have to take into account the amount of carbs I've taken in and the carb deficit I've created so I can order to have these. So let's go ahead and get on with it, shall we? Southern Star Bombshell Blonde, unfiltered, non-pasteurized, 20. The IBUs on here is 20, so the International Bitterness Units rating is 20, really low. California ale yeast, and they're using Sapphire and Sterling hops. Sapphire and Sterling, sounds familiar. So for all my calorie counting, carb conscious connoisseurs, we're getting 160 calories with 9 carbs. Those are low numbers. Those are low numbers. We see trends when we start seeing these numbers. We see these trends. We just might know how it's going to go. So there's 9 grams of sugars and 2 grams of protein for those that care for that. Mr. Randy paid $2.85 out the door for my local specs. And we said the 5.25% alcohol by volume, and that concludes the notes section. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? It is frosty, so let's try and wipe that off. I can't see if the last one we had bits and particles, bits and pieces and particulates floating in the glass because it was unfiltered and unpasteurized. Let's go ahead and get it under the nose. Okay, there's a slight bready, citrus, bready, and a tartness, like a sour and a tartness. Can't quite tell which one I want to go with that one, but here, let's get it on the palate. It's light. That's basically what you get from blondes. Blondes are usually light. I'm sorry, I showed it to you, but I didn't offer you some. Here, have some. It's a light one for sure. 160 calories, 9 carbs. Most of that's going to be coming from the sugars because it's just straight over. 9 carbs, 9 grams of sugar. But at least we're getting some protein, right? That's a very light beer without being called light. I did not get any pairings for this, but I'm going to go with my instinct and say it can go with anything sort of semi-robust, something that's kind of flavorful. You could drink this with just almost anything, I would say, and it won't overpower anything that may be too delicate to eat. Seafood. You could probably eat it with pizza, beer, whatever. Haven't had a pizza in a while. You know, it's been, I don't know, it's been, what? Jeez, I don't think I've had pizza since I've been here. I need a pizza. I keep thinking about pizza. I need a pizza. Let me know in the comment section what kind of pizza Mr. Randy should have. By then it's too late. I probably already had a pizza. Anyway, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, do yourself a favor while you're there, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any of these videos once I release them. We're getting caught up. I'm trying to reshuffle and stack videos so we can get closer to more up-to-date, like running things real close. I want to be able to make the video, edit the video, release the video, hopefully in the same day. I'm chewing through that backlog of videos so intensely, but you know, it's all about timing and availability and, you know, willingness to just do it. So let me get one more and then we'll talk about the finish and then the scoring. It does have some decent creaminess to it. That's good. Kind of like, is that tropical fruits and citrus? You're not getting a whole lot of like hops. I'm not getting a whole lot of the malt or hops or anything like that. Very lightly though. So coming off the finish, slightly creamy, somewhat clean. There is just a little bit of a lingeringness to it, but not a whole lot. Comes off very clean. Trying to see. Oh yeah, it's Conroe, Texas. So here's the thing about brews that are done in Texas. They sometimes don't find their way out of Texas unless you have somebody whose specialty is, I was going to say imported, but that takes you to a whole different thing. Imported from outside the nation. Let me ask you a question, thinking about if we were to import a brew or something like that from Alaska or Hawaii, would it still be considered domestic? Because it's not the upper 48. I mean, they technically are the United States of America, but is it considered import because it does have to cross water to get to us? I mean, things come from Texas, I mean from Mexico, and we're not too far from Mexico, and it comes across the land. Anyway, let's just end it. So let's score it, shall we? Oh man, okay. Kind of high on the price, $285 out the door. Of course, that price goes down if you're buying a 6-pack, 12-pack, 18-pack, case, whatever, truckload. It's a little pricey for what it is. It's a light beer, without being a light beer. They call it blonde instead of calling it light. It's not too bad. 5.25%, just right about average, between 4 and 6%. It's usually between 4 and 5 is the average for the domestic. But this is a craft beer, and that's getting another category. My score on this is going to be a weak 3 out of 5. How about that? Weak 3 out of 5. My fair price, closer to $2, would be preferable. Would I buy this again? No need for that. Besides, I think I got the last one off the shelf with the local specs anyway. They have a little stand, like an end cap thing, and they put all these Lucy's. They put all these Lucy's on there, and I guess they just mark them down until they're gone. It's not a discount section, but it's a Lucy. It's where they break up a pack of something and they put it out to see if people will buy it if it's only a single. That's me. I do that. That whole thing is almost empty, and I might have to whisper in somebody's ear, hey, break some packs and get Anywho, in the comment section, I'd love to know where you're at. What are you drinking? I'd also like to know if you've had this, especially if you're outside of Texas. If you're outside of Texas, the further the better from Texas. Well, in a sense, you know, you can come over. I'm inviting you over. Come on down to Texas, y'all. And let me know if you've had it outside of Texas. Let me know what you think about it. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. We'll call it a blonde.